Today's video is made possible by our friends at SimpliSafe. Welcome back, friends, to the shop on a very chilly day on the homestead. We woke up this morning, it was 27.4. I started blowing snow at about 4 o'clock. I was actually, Mrs. W and I both got up really early this morning, and she got some coffee on, and I was out blowing. Kind of excited to try everything out. We did a live stream, and that was fun, and everything seemed to work pretty good once I learned how to keep it out of the dirt. Today I've got a fun video for you. We've got some pretty cool toys, some stuff I want to share with you, and a solution to a problem that's been plaguing me for the last year, and it was so simple, and this is going to apply to you and just make life a lot easier in a lot of situations with dealing with motorsport batteries and batteries always being dead. Here's the problem. We have two sides to our battery preparedness, right? We've got our chargers, and then we have our boosters, right? We know the difference. A booster is one that's got a lithium battery built in. This will charge your car. You know, we've all used these, or if you haven't, you should. They're modern marvels. Versus these, which are just battery chargers, which plug into your wall and charge your batteries, right? Well, these, as I said, these don't play together well. They don't play together at all because they require two different plugs, right? This is going to charge slowly, whether it be a 10 amp or a 1 amp. They do the same thing, just a matter of one's quicker than the other. But here we have their proprietary plug, right? So what you do, if you are a Wranglerstar subscriber, what you do is when you have batteries, you put tenders, a little pigtail on that sticks out of the machine, lawnmower, tractor, things you don't use all the time that go flat, and then you put one of these on here, and then they all hook up and everything's happy and friendly, right? Well, the problem we run into is not all of us do that, and sometimes we forget to plug things in, and we do need to jumpstart stuff, especially in cold days. Yeah, we've got this hanging out there, but that doesn't do us any good because what's required to jump the battery is now the big one. You see, two plugs that are not compatible. So this was making me mad. So I was thinking, well, you know, you can't stack two different pigtails on these little tiny batteries. I mean, it starts getting ridiculous, you know. Then you got the screws not long enough, and you know that's just no way to do it. Check out what I found. This is going to be a dream come true. When I saw it, I almost leapt for joy. Finally. So here's what we're going to do now. Now, on our bikes, and we're going to do one together here in a minute, or whatever, your lawnmower. Now, we're going to hook up the big lead on here. Only one. And that's going to do both now. We can hook our tender up to this. How? We'll go check this out. We got a special adapter. So this adapter with a tether on it, which was brilliant, might I say, fused even, but the tether's good because that's going to get lost. Now we have the ability to plug this guy in here, right? When we want to do tender operations, imagine this, and now we can hook into our small ones, right? Check it out. This is our first time using the little mini German kit there. Nothing like a fine 2 socket, is there? This is the old automotive style. You see what I'm talking about? You can just get too much stacked up on here, too many things. You've already got the big body ground there, and then you've got the wire up to the front for the accessories, you know, the LED off-road lights. And then you've got the tender, and then you try to add another fat one, you know, it's just too much. Yeah, that's perfect about right there, isn't it? And that is that. Nice and clean. Plenty of room for the wires. Now we've got big fat wires that we can use the jump pack on as well as the tender. Our friends at Simply Safe are having one of their best sales of the year. They're offering 40% off of systems right now, and even more in some instances. Simply Safe is a great security system that you can install yourself. I've done 2 of them, and I've been with them now for going on 4 years, and we love our system. You can order online or on the phone. They'll deliver everything right to your door. You can have the installation done in usually about an hour or less sometimes, and then you can enjoy 24-hour protection. You've got folks that will call the fire department if your smoke detectors go off, if you have a bump in the night, or you can hit a panic button. They're super modular. You'll have someone on standby that will help you through any situations. You can monitor your home when you're away. My favorite still is the new wireless camera system. That's really changed the system and made it come alive for me. I enjoy being able to access it with my phone when I'm away. I can even communicate back and forth with UPS drivers if they need a signature. We can just keep an eye on things when we're away from the house. It is really, really wonderful. It's my favorite component to the system.
Simply Safe on. Home.
If you'd like to have your home professionally monitored 24/7, no contracts for about 50 cents a day, then I invite you to go to simplysafe.com/Wranglerstar. Take advantage of that 40% holiday sale. There's never been a better time. Thanks for watching, and now back to the video. Are you starting to see the genius? Here, let me walk you through it. I too, like you, am a professional homeowner. So now we've got that one big plug with wires fat enough we can run enough current through our jump starter. This is the little GB40. If you don't have one of these, this right here, if you were just getting started out in life, or you wanted to step up to the ranks of professional homeowner, these 2 little guys right here, that's all a guy needs right there. You've got a tender that will do lithium, it will do AGM, lead acid. They're smart chargers, so they might always know what batteries they are when I plug them in, and then they tend them, and then they're intelligent. They have circuit in there, so they won't overcharge. But, I mean, they're not super expensive, but right there, plug it in. That's going to charge, not fast, 1 amp, but it'll get it done. It does the same thing as the big one here. This one just does 10 amps, and it's got some recovery stuff on it. But some sort of a charger, a wall-based charger, and then one of these jump packs. And if you don't have a diesel, the 40's fine, up to about 6 liters. So if you're going to go bigger than that, jump up another $50 and get the next size, which is like a 50 or 75 or something. But for gas, all gas engines, I'd say you're totally good to go. So now we've got this adapter. Now I'm not going to keep this adapter with the bike. It's just one more thing to lose. I'm going to put that right here on the tenders, which you're going to just keep your batteries topped off. And man, having that leash on there, that was really smart, actually. Now you're not going to lose it. So I can go either way, right? So when I want to run the tender on here, before I had to choose one or the other. And now that goes in here. And even though I've got the fat battery on there, now my tender is running. Where's my master cord? Here it is. Love, love, love my big master cord. But now we're tending, right? I love these chargers. See if it goes right to lithium? Yeah, I don't know how it does it, but it knows. It goes right to lithium, and now we're in the tending mode. Now, when I want to do the jump starter, I got the same plug. This is what I was after right here. Now we're in the field, and maybe we've got a bike that got tipped over, and it's just being difficult, and the battery's getting low. Now I've got this on me in my pack. I've got one, Jack will have one. We'll have the exact same plugs. Now I'm just right in here, right there, and same plug. Now we're boosting. Now I've got all of that energy that it will go directly to the battery with that big fat cable. So that is pretty slick, and if you can't tell already, I'm very excited about it, and a nice waterproof plug on this cap. Very, very nice. I'm very, very happy about that. This Noco stuff is really nice. This is not a paid endorsement. I pay full retail just like you guys. I just like their stuff. This is the part number. right there of that adapter that we just put on the bike. That I bought two, one for my bike and one for Jack's. Example of what I like, we're talking about quality, is nice wire, solid copper terminals, solid brass, or at least I think they're solid copper. They feel like copper. But I was wanting to repurpose this. I wanted to plug for a different application. And I had several of these alligator deals, and I thought, I hate to cut off a factory harness. I got to look at it. Look at that. A really nice copper hex screw on there. You can take this off. The only downside, of course, is metric. You can't have everything. And now you can repurpose it, right? Or use the clamp for something else. You know, I appreciate that. That's really kind of a cool attention. And look at that. I was about to be bummed that they use such a huge eyelet on there, but they've got a spacer. How smart is that? How come all ring terminals aren't like that? I've never even seen that before. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I love their stuff. You know, in taking care of your batteries, it's important because these batteries are getting so expensive and the lithium is fragile. Well, anyway, am I the only one that cares about these things? Sometimes I think I'm a lone voice crying in the wilderness. That's it. That's all I have to say. I thought that might benefit you. There's part number right there. I'll put a link to these down in the subject heading. Pin it to the top comment right there. But pretty good system to get into. If you already have the jump pack or you haven't got one, standardization, man, that is the key. It's really the key. And these batteries are getting expensive, and this lithium technology, I don't care what anyone says, it seems to be more fragile. I've ruined several of them by neglect, letting them get down too low. So if you have a little battery like this that costs over $100, if we're talking about big ones in Sprinter vans and such, those are in excess of $1,000. Spending a little bit on a high quality tender, like the little one, whatever it is. I've got many brands. They all seem to work, but I like going to those NOCOs because of the standardized plug. But if you have everything set up and it's convenient for you, where you've got a pigtail and everything is standardized and you have one charger and one plug, you're more likely to take a moment and plug that in and not let that battery go so low that it ends up destroying itself. I know that's the way that I work, so if I can simplify things a little bit. That's it. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.